Okay, so what I'm going to do today is a kind of bold, sunny look. I'm going to be doing the makeup for a bunch of young girls today, so I wanted to do something fun. Okay, and I'm going to be using all Mixology today because I got some really great samples and colors that I want to use. So what I've already done is put on my Primetime all over the lid, and then the Well Rested Clear Radiance mix that I normally use from lash line to brow. And then I have a little bit of Soleil just under the brow, kind of down to the crease. So, and that's just a nice, very light golden color. So what I'm going to start off by doing is using Gutter Flower, and this is a sort of matte yellow color, and it looks almost mustard yellow in the pot, but when you put it on with the other colors, it actually ends up being very bright. And I'm going to be using all matte colors today, and I'm going to be doing all dry colors today too. So if you're not so good at the foiling, here's a way that you can get a nice bright look without having to foil anything. Okay, so I'm just going to start kind of in the middle here. I just want to lightly go all the way into the inner quarter with the Gutter Flower, and I'm just going to brush it down. I don't want to go like all the way up into the crease completely, but I do want to go, you know, almost up there with like one or two. But I want it to be the most intense, kind of like right in the middle here on the lid. Okay. Now I have brown eyes, so I really like yellows. I think they make my eyes kind of look deeper and like a nice dark brown. So I love yellow. Okay. Okay, so now I just have that yellow base on there, and I didn't go quite all the way out to the outer corner over there. I just went, you know, over most of the lid. Now what I'm going to do is take Prospector, which is a kind of lightly shimmery gold, and put that over the Gutter Flower on the inner corner, and it just helps to kind of brighten that inner corner and just add a little bit of sparkle to the look. So I'm just going to go there and just kind of blend it that way, but you can just pat it on. I'm using the contour brush, or the contour brush from Bare Essentials to do this. And you can blend it up into your crease like that if you want. But that just adds a little bit of brightness and sparkle. Okay, the next color I'm going to use is Firelight, and this is also a matte shade. It's kind of a orangey reddish color, and it's going to just give you that nice pop of color. The color I'm going to use after this is Helios, and it's almost the same color, but Helios has some sparkle to it, so this will just give you a nice pop of color in the corner there and give you that sunny look. Should do it on this side so you can see a little better. And I'm just going to pat it near the lash line and then kind of move my brush upward. And that way you get the most intense color by the lash line, and but you still get a little bit of color as you move upward. And you want to go a little soft with this at first and then build the color, because it's a very intense color. So you don't want to sort of smack on a bunch right to begin with, just a little tiny bit, and that'll at least get you going. Okay, and I'm not going again all the way out into the corner because that's where I'm going to put Helios. So I'm just leaving a little space there. But I just want to blend it into the Gutter Flower. But you can see hopefully that you've got like the yellow, and then it just sort of fading into this really bright orangey red. Now since these are matte shades, you know, if the line is where you put the brighter color is looking a little obvious, you can just take a little bit of the Gutter Flower and kind of go back over that area just where the line is, and that'll help to just soften that, and it'll look more gradual. But you'll still have, you know, a definite change in color as you go back, which is all right. You just add that. Okay, so now I'm going to use some Helios, and I've changed brushes. This is the medium shadow brush from Target, and I'm just going to use it lightly here to finish off the corner, and I'm going to blend it toward the firelight so that it'll get blended in first. And then I'm just going to kind of go a little bit above the crease here and into the crease, just a little bit of the way. I don't want to go all the way in. You could go all the way in if you want. Now I want a kind of cat eye-ish shape, just like a little pointy little flame over there. So that's what I've done on this side. So I'm just going to try to start from about my lash line and then kind of just flick the brush upward, and that gives me like a little bit of a, you know, the right kind of shape that I'm looking for. And then I can go back and kind of like fill it out just a little bit, and even it up. Just right there. And sometimes it's better to look in the big mirror, you know, than to try to keep doing it in the little small mirror, so that you get a general idea of how it looks to other people. So there's the colors basically, and now I'm just going to add a little black liner. So the liner I'm going to be using is called Gun Smoke, and it is really dark black. So I'm going to use the Precision eyeliner brush from Target rather than my regular brush, because this has a really fine point on it. And whenever you're using like really, really black liners, you want to be really careful, especially up against really colorful looks like this, because all of your mistakes will be really obvious. No pressure, you know. And I just want to go right into the lash line. I just want to kind of enhance my lash line, and that's all I'm going for here. Sometimes it helps to lift your eyebrows so that you can get into that little ridge. And then you can wing it out a little bit if you want, just for some more fun. But that's basically the look. Thanks for watching.